Pop Squat. We've got some tracks sent in yesterday during... Yesterday? Yeah, it's Sunday. Yesterday during the live stream. We've got 2 tracks that we're doing that were leftovers from that, specifically paid for and all that sort of good stuff. And also, this one that we're doing right now was actually sent in by Screw, who sends in lots of music for me during the live streams, and was nice enough last night to add some suggestions, paid reactions, when I mentioned that one of my monitors died, which is why I have OBS, which is what this software is that we're looking at here, live on my screen instead of on my second screen, because one of my monitors just gave up the ghost yesterday morning. Anyway, Screw wanted to hear... Sorry. This interface on Genius is terrible. Basic Thuganomics, which is a great name, by... Basic Thuganomics by Cena. It's got to be the same John Cena, right? I didn't know he actually did any singing, rapping. I have no idea. John Felix Anthony Cena, known as John Cena, is a famous professional wrestler working for World Wrestling Entertainment since 2002. He has gone through a few character types over the years, but the one that made him most famous was that of a rapper who always talked trash about his opponents through freestyle raps. Well, under this gimmick, he managed to release one album in 2025, You Can't See Me. He also made many promos over the years, some of which are quite legendary. So I think John Cena is fucking hilarious. I am not and have never really been a wrestling person, wrestling fan. My mom and dad definitely were, my dad especially. They used to go see wrestlers in like the 60s and 70s, like in a school gymnasiums, and that's the stuff that eventually turned into like the World Wrestling Federation or the World Wrestling Entertainment, whatever the hell it's called, over the years. But let's see, this was used as John Cena's entrance music during his Doctor of Thuganomics gimmick. He would usually come out to the ring in a snapback, a jersey, and a chain with a big padlock on it around his neck. The scratches in this song were performed by DJ Chaos. That's just hilarious. Rap, sports, East Coast rap, gangster rap, hardcore rap, TV, and theme song. Alright, we're going to see. This was this was sent in by Screw. I did not expect this. DJ Chaos and John Cena are the producers. 2004. There you go. Let's check this out. 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon information are down below in the description of the video. If you would like to send me music to listen to, would like to support me in some way, you want to join my Patreon, $2 a month to get in on the Patreon. I'm on my quest to get 10,000 subscribers or patrons on my Patreon. And let's see what this is going to be. Basic Thuganomics from John Cena. Thank you to Screw for sending this in. Thank you also, Screw, for adding these on to help me to get a new monitor. I absolutely appreciate it. 3 minutes, 37 seconds. Let's go. Quiet.
So, you think you're untouchable?
Word life. This is basic thuganomics. This is basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Whether fighting or spitting, my discipline is unforgiving. Got you backing up in a defensive position. An ass-kicking anthem, heavyweight or bantam, holding camp for ransom. The microphone phantom, teams hit the floor, it's the new fight joint. Like a broken needle, kid, you missing a point. We dominate your conference with offense, that's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, Ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle mitts through fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. The raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc. And we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life. This is basic thuganomics. This is basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic.
Like, it's not bad. It's not, there's nothing in here that is, like, super interesting to me, right? But I think the writing isn't bad. I think his delivery isn't bad. I think he's got that really good power behind his voice that I respond well to when I'm listening to rap music. It's like one of the things I really like about early rap music is just this power, this energy that they put behind their vocals. And he's got that. He's probably a fan of the old stuff too. And it's kind of funny, but it's written pretty straight, right? What makes it funny is he's talking about rapping and kicking your ass and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's not talking about rapping. He's talking about wrestling and kicking your ass and all this stuff. And everything has to do with that, right? And that makes it a little funny where it's like, oh, okay, he's taking this whole idea of, like, whatever, talking about whatever real rap, quote unquote real rap, talks about in its content, and is just turning it a little bit sideways to make it all about rapping. And you bring all your backup, we're going to turn you into, what is it, never survive this, forget like Alzheimer's, two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners, the raw rhyme turning legends to old timers, my incisors is like a viper biting through your one-liners. The writing is good. It's just a little it's just funny because I know it's about rapping, and I know it's John Cena, who as far as I know, doesn't have any history as a rapper, but I wouldn't be surprised to learn that he did. So, let's keep going.
Basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you. You ain't advanced enough to process potential phonetical concepts or objects are foreign, like block tests, fonts and text are complex, regardless of your finesse or your business. It's a condition of business. Your lane vision of an underground physical image underneath to undermine your whole typical image with the precision of percentages in the collision of sentences. Poetry, beats and mics, we untouchable like righteous sluts with no crevices. Streets unite, we rock brighter with dumber beats. Your cats couldn't come this hot, jerking off in the summer heat. Forget 2 takes, kill your birds the first time. Your best shit ain't worthy of my filler or worse rhymes. I'm better than nice. Check the veteran stripes, leave you beside yourself with fear. I'll kill you, bury you twice, despite the cover of night. Tracking your flight like guerrilla warfare, where the grass is dense. Approaching me's a quick way to get referred to in the past tense. Dead that. When the light, the mic is on, the crowd is dead like an intermission when you on a tight word
song.
life. This is basic thuganomics. This is basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me. Word life. This is basic thuganomics. Word life. I'm untouchable, but I'm forcing you to feel me.
So this came out in 2004, 2003, 2004, I forget. And I gotta say, this sounds more like a song that I would expect to hear 10 to 20 years earlier. Like that, it's that style. It wasn't updated. Maybe it's just not updated to any of the underground feels, but it's a pretty straightforward, traditional style of rap and music and everything. He's good. He did just fine. I don't know how many takes it took to get this recorded. Maybe I could record a rap song. I don't want to downplay his ability as an entertainer and rapper. I have no idea. was he ever a rapper in his life before this? I would kind of assume he had to be, right? Because they wouldn't suggest, hey, you're going to play a character who's a rapper if he didn't have some ability or interest in doing it. So let's find out. John Cena, rapper. John Cena, 48 years old. Oh, he's not that much younger than me. Yeah, so that would make sense if he's born in 77, so he's Gen X like me. He's 8 years younger than me. So he probably has a pretty similar concept of what, like, from teenage years, from like what hip hop is and what it sounds like. Um, by the way, if you haven't seen the Peacemaker TV show that he's in, it really is fucking hilarious. I mean, I've only seen the first season, and it was just so good. It's so good, ridiculously good. Like goofy, over the top, stupid, funny, well made, dark, twisted. Um, so good. Here, made his official WWE television debut in 2002, answering Kurt Angle's open challenge on SmackDown and declaring he possessed ruthless aggression. Oh, Chris Jericho. God, I haven't heard that name in forever. Defeating Jericho at Vengeance in July. After a heel turn, Cena began feuding with Billy Kidman and adopted a rapper persona inspired by backstage freestyle overheard by Stephanie McMahon and Paul Heyman. Debuting the Doctor of Thuganomics character, Cena began performing freestyle raps and promos and wore jerseys and hats as part of the gimmick, along with the slogan "Word Life." I don't understand that slogan, by the way. Cena was briefly paired with Enforcer B2, Bull Buchanan, and then Red Dog until Red Dog was sent to the Raw brand in February. So, it doesn't explain any of his history with rap, early life, baseball, business. Cena was born, his umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck 3 times. He was a fan of wrestling, created championship belts out of cardboard. Degree in exercise physiology and kinesiology, pursued bodybuilding career and worked as a limousine driver. He also worked at a store in the store area of Gold's Gym. But I don't see anything here that says anything about like music or anything. Huh. I'm just curious. That's all. That's all. Yeah, seems like a very cool guy, to tell you the truth. I wish I knew anything about his rapping. It's a good song. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's hard for me to take seriously because it's about wrestling, and obviously the whole song is about him and his persona as the wrestler and what he's going to do to the other wrestlers, and that just comes off as goofy to me. It's my own thing. You might be a huge wrestling fanatic and be like, man, that stuff is awesome. That's great. You're right. It is awesome. It's just not my thing. It was a decent song. I do have to admit, it was a decent song. I think he did a damn good job on it. There you go. Screw, thank you for sending this in. I did not know this even existed. It does make me think of like all, and I don't mean to say that this song is crappy, but it makes me think of all the crappy rap songs that corporations put together corporations and groups put together in the 80s and 90s to try and like attract the young hip crowd. Oh my god, like churches with rapping preachers putting out videos and promotional things, or like Wendy's having a rapper, or what, just oh my god, awful, just awful. But that is when you know that companies are recognizing that a trend is moving beyond just being a trend. It's moving into being like a cultural touchstone, is when they buy into it, when they start to do something with it. So I guess that cheesy rappy crap that companies did in the 80s was probably ended up being a good thing, because it introduced the concept of rap music to generations of people who had no contact with it at all. This feels like it's part of that whole conversation, but this actually is pretty well done. Like, very well done. And it's probably the best of those if you lump it into that category. Anyway, Papa Squat. Check it out. Please like, subscribe, share. Please go watch another video on the channel. CashApp, PayPal, Patreon down below if you want to send me music to listen to. If you want to help me buy a new monitor. If you want to join my Patreon for $2 a month. $2. That's it for now. Thank you so much. Have yourself a good day. And I will be back with some more videos. Bye-bye.